everybody, it's Mrs. Shivers. I hope you're well. I miss you all. Here's a story, it's a great one. It's called Fish is Fish by Leo Leone. I hope you enjoy it. Fish is Fish. Fish is Fish by Leo Leone. At the edge of the woods there was a pond, and there a minnow and a tadpole swam among the weeds. They were inseparable friends. Inseparable means they don't separate much. They stay together a lot. They're good friends. One morning, the tadpole discovered that during the night, he had grown 2 little legs. "Look," he said triumphantly, "look, I am a frog." "Nonsense," said the minnow. "How could you be a frog if only last night you were a little fish, just like me?" They argued and argued until finally the tadpole said, "Frogs are frogs, and fish is fish, and that's that." In the weeks that followed, the tadpole grew tiny front legs, and his tail got smaller and smaller. And then one day, a real frog now, he climbed out of the water and onto the grassy bank. Look at him crawling out of the water onto the land. The minnow too had grown and had become a full-fledged fish. He often wondered where his 4-footed friend had gone. But days and weeks went by, and the frog did not return. I wonder how the fish felt without his friend. Then one day, with a happy splash that shook all the weeds in the pond, the frog jumped into the water. "Where have you been?" asked the fish excitedly. "I've been about the whole world," said the frog, "hopping here and hopping there. And I've seen extraordinary things." I wonder what he's seen. "What did you see?" asked the fish. "Birds," said the frog mysteriously. "Birds." And he told the fish about the birds who had wings and 2 legs and many, many colors. As the frog talked, his friend saw the birds fly through his mind like large feathered fish. You see how the fish is using his imagination and trying to understand what the frog is telling him. "What else did you see?" asked the fish impatiently. "Cows," said the frog, "cows. They have 4 legs, they eat grass, and they carry big bags of milk." "And people," said the frog, "men, women, children." And he talked and talked about all he had seen until it was dark in the pond. But the picture in the fish's mind was full of lights and colors and marvelous things, and he couldn't sleep a wink. Ah, if only he could jump about like his friend the frog and see that wonderful world he was telling all about. And look how he's imagining that wonderful world the frog had seen. And so the days went by. The frog had gone, and the fish just lay there dreaming about birds in flight, grazing cows, and those strange animals all dressed up that his friend called people. One day, he finally decided that come what may, he too must see them. And so, with a mighty whack of the tail, he jumped clear out of the water onto the bank. Well, don't think that was the best decision. Let's see what happens. He landed in the dry, warm grass and lay there, gasping for air, unable to move or breathe. "Help!" he groaned feebly. "Help!" He was weak. A fish needs to be in water to breathe, using his gills. Luckily, the frog, who had been hunting butterflies nearby, saw him, and with all his strength, pushed his friend back into the pond. So look, he gave him a gentle nudge back into the water. What a good friend. Still stunned, the fish floated about for an instant. Then he breathed deeply, letting the clean, cool water run through his gills. Now he felt weightless again. And with an ever so slight motion of the tail, he could move to and fro, up and down as before. The sun rays reached down within the weeds and gently shifted patches of luminous color. This world was surely the most beautiful of all worlds, this underwater world. He smiled at his friend the frog, who sat watching him above from a lily leaf. "You were right," he said to the frog. "Fish is fish." You see, a frog is an amphibian, and amphibians live their early life breathing through gills in the water. But then as they grow into adults, they breathe with lungs. Frogs are amphibians. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.